Hey there guys, so I wanted to take the time today to give everybody an update on the Hey Arnold the Jungle movie. Now, this isn't really an update on the movie per se, other than to say that creator Craig Bartlett has officially revealed that the animation process for the movie has begun, and all the recording of everybody's dialogue as concluded. But in a recent interview that Bartlett did, he revealed a few things that are interesting. One is that this is in fact a redoing of the original. This is a complete rehash of the Jungle movie, meaning to say that it will not be the exact same script that was intended to be released in theaters back in 2002. Instead, elements of some of that original idea will be in this movie, but it will be in fact a completely revived script. And to quote Craig himself, he actually says that he is much more satisfied that this is finally being able to be allowed to be made, rather than what he was forced to make with Paramount behind him. And basically, he said that if the movie does do well, for Nickelodeon ratings-wise, he said he would be open to the idea of possibly approaching them about bringing the 96 to 2004 classic Nicktoon back for a 6th season. But he stated that it is way too soon to talk about anything like that. But he did say that even if Nickelodeon doesn't want it, he would be open to maybe doing a comic book or some other way of keeping the legacy alive. Now, the one thing I do want to say that I really like that Craig mentioned is that this movie is intended for a DVD release. So unlike, well, actually I'm not sure if the Legends of the End Temple TV special has been released on DVD or streaming or not, but coming from Bartlett himself, this is intended for a full DVD stream release. And it will in fact be 2 hours in length as originally reported. But my thing is, guys, if Greg were to bring back the show for season 6, basically he said that Arnold and the gang would be allowed to finally go to the 6th grade, and that hopefully a revival and hopefully an additional season would allow them to go on more urban adventures. But my thing is, what could he possibly do with a season 6? I mean, I guess you could have it to where obviously Stella and Miles being more permanent in Arnold's life now. And I guess you could have the relationship with Helga and Arnold be fully developed, maybe even to a full-blown romance. But other than that, what new direction could he and the rest of his team take this show? But he said he would be open to any and all possibilities, but as far as anything after the Jungle movie, it's too soon to talk about that. However, I do want to say that Bartlett did tease that the end of the movie will have old school Arnold fans crying. And I'm assuming that means that either when we see Arnold's parents, he's gonna cry, and that's supposed to make the rest of us as the viewer cry, or at the end of the movie, maybe Stella or Miles tell Arnold that it's great to see you finally again, son, but we can't come back home with you. Although he did say that by the end of the movie, if you're not crying, then you're not a fan of the show. Now, as we all know, one of the original writers and the original voice of Oscar Kokoschka are unfortunately no longer with us, and Craig did address that it would be nice in the end credits to sort of have a tribute to all the cast members of Hey Arnold, cast and crew members. But yeah, that's pretty much all we have to share on it. Oh, and I almost forgot the most important piece. One of the questions in the interview that Craig did was, when can we expect a trailer? And Craig's answer to that was, I think he says he would really love for the trailer to be released at Comic-Con, where the project was officially announced to be happening last year. And to be honest, I would almost bet that that's a pretty fair place and time to do it. So, as we all can see, there's a lot to look forward from our favorite football as a kid. Oh, and one more minor thing I wanted to note. Now, this may or may not affect a lot of people. I personally don't mind it, but he confirmed that Arnold's sort of love interest, Lila, will not be featured in the movie. Not because Craig doesn't like her, but because of everything else that they're doing in the movie. There just wasn't time to write Lila in. So that's pretty much all we have to say on it right now. And who knows? The movie will definitely be interesting, and a historic moment for Nickelodeon fans indeed. Keep on rocking.